Kanye West has never been one to stay silent. But what you're about to hear may be his most explosive admission yet. In a raw new documentary, Kanye is caught on camera accusing Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner of emasculating him while he was medicated, a shocking claim that turns the spotlight on the hidden power dynamics inside America's most famous family. The new documentary, In Whose Name, pulls back the curtain on Kanye West in a way the public has never seen before, capturing more than 3,000 hours of raw, unfiltered footage filmed over 6 years by director Nico Ballesteros, who began documenting Kanye when he was just 18 years old. In one of the most striking early moments, cameras catch Kanye in 2018, right before his controversial visit to the White House to meet with Donald Trump, pacing nervously as he takes a tense phone call. His words are laced with paranoia and frustration as he admits he feels people are constantly trying to control him and scare him. This isn't the polished image of a superstar. It's Kanye at his most vulnerable, speaking into the phone about the weight he feels inside his own home, foreshadowing the confrontation with Kris Jenner that would soon explode into the open. What came next was nothing short of explosive. The cameras followed Kanye as he finally confronted Kris Jenner face-to-face, wearing a gray sweatshirt and that infamous red MAGA hat, his voice trembling between anger and desperation. He told her directly that both she and Kim had emasculated him in his own home, breaking him down until he felt like a piece of S, and insisting the only reason they got away with it was because he had been medicated at the time. The tension in the room was unbearable, with Corey Gamble stepping in to try and play mediator as Kanye's words grew sharper. Jenner tried to deflect the criticism, telling him it didn't matter what people online were saying, but Kanye wasn't having it. He shouted back that it absolutely did matter, raising his voice in a way that showed just how deep his wounds ran. This wasn't just a family argument. It was a public unraveling, captured in raw footage that stripped away the carefully built Kardashian image of control. But Kanye wasn't finished. In fact, this was only the beginning of his pushback. Refusing to let Kris brush off his pain, he demanded something few people ever dare to ask the Kardashian matriarch: accountability. Staring her down, Kanye asked directly if she believed she had affected his mental health, forcing the moment into uncomfortable honesty. Kris hesitated but eventually admitted she had, though she quickly tried to soften the blow by saying she loved him and only wanted Kim to love him the way he wanted to be loved. For Kanye, though, those words rang hollow. His voice cracked with emotion as he rejected the idea that love without responsibility could heal the damage already done. It was an unusually raw glimpse into a family that usually choreographs every interaction, and it exposed a power struggle that fans had long suspected, but never truly witnessed on camera. To understand why this confrontation hit so hard, you have to step back and look at the bigger picture of Kanye's mental health journey. In 2018, around the same time this footage was filmed, Kanye publicly confirmed he had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, even stamping the phrase, "I hate being bipolar." It's awesome, across the cover of his album, Yeah. It was a shocking admission, but also one that seemed to finally explain the erratic highs and crushing lows fans had watched play out in real time. A year later, Kim Kardashian herself spoke out in Vogue, saying the couple had reached what she called a pretty good place, though she admitted the process of managing his condition was deeply emotional and often overwhelming. For a while, it looked like Kanye was stabilizing, balancing his creative genius with treatment and family support. But this newly revealed footage tells a different story, that beneath the surface, there was simmering resentment, a man who felt stripped of his power and dignity, and a family dynamic that may have made his battles even harder. But the storm didn't end there. In fact, what followed was a downward spiral that would completely reshape Kanye's legacy. By October 2022, years after that raw footage was captured, Kanye ignited one of the darkest chapters of his career by posting anti-Semitic rants online, including the infamous declaration that he was going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The backlash was immediate and catastrophic. He was suspended from X, restricted on Instagram, and within weeks, Adidas, Balenciaga, and Gap all cut ties, erasing billions of dollars in brand value almost overnight. Instead of stepping back to repair the damage, Kanye doubled down, making more inflammatory comments. And by February 2025, he was still refusing to apologize, calling anti-Semitism just some bulls Jewish people made up in a deleted post that shocked even his most loyal fans. What started as a personal battle inside the Kardashian household had exploded into a global controversy, leaving many to wonder whether Kanye was exposing his truth or simply burning every bridge around him. Meanwhile, the Kardashian-Jenner family has remained largely silent, refusing to publicly comment on Kanye's explosive claims. Both Kris and Kim reportedly declined to respond to requests for statements, leaving fans and media to speculate on their true feelings. Online, reactions have been split. Some believe Kanye was finally speaking his truth, bravely exposing toxic dynamics that fans had only whispered about for years, while others argue he's manipulating the narrative to justify past behavior. Social media has been ablaze with theories, debates, and hot takes, with viewers dissecting every frame of the documentary to decode hidden meanings and judge who is really at fault. This silence from the family, combined with Kanye's unfiltered revelations, has made the footage even more magnetic, sparking conversations about power, control, and mental health that extend far beyond Hollywood gossip. Kanye West's story has always been a tightrope between genius and chaos. But this documentary strips away the filter, showing a man at war with both himself and the world around him. The footage reveals raw emotions, family tension, and the hidden battles that have shaped his public persona, leaving viewers to wonder, was Kanye brave to call out Kris and Kim? Or is this just another chapter in a self-destructive spiral? One thing is certain, the conversation won't end here. Fans are already debating, dissecting every clip, and waiting for the next twist. So what do you think? Was Kanye exposing the truth about family dynamics, or is he rewriting the narrative to justify his actions? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more deep dives into Hollywood's most explosive stories, subscribe and stay tuned. Because in the world of celebrity, the drama is never really over.